Hello, everybody, and welcome to Cinema Savvy. I'm your host, George Aldridge, and tonight I am going to be doing a solo review for the brand new drama film, The Mauritanian. This is a brand new Amazon film that's going to be releasing next Thursday, April the 1st. I've been very fortunate to obtain a press screener for this one. It's a film I was quite excited to see because, of course, we are approaching Oscar season. Before I start getting into my thoughts, I did want to actually address this straight away. This film was somehow nominated for 0 Oscars. It was nominated for 5 BAFTAs, including Best British Film, Best Actor, Best Supporting Actress, Best British Film, and I think one more which I've forgotten. Yet 0 Oscars, which is very strange. And I still wanted to get a review out for this because I thought this was a great film. Before I get into some of that stuff, I'm going to really quickly bring up the socials for you guys on the screen. And we always talk about the best places to find us, what we're going to do. So if you want to hit us up, this video has come quite last minute. This is very different. It's been very hard to fit this into the schedule. I did see this film last week, but I've had my notes written since. Hit us up on our social medias, which is Facebook at Cinema Savvy, Twitter at cinema_savvy, letterboxd.com/cinema savvy, and we have a link to TeePublic in that description below. We also have a competition on for you guys to win a £15 Rakuten voucher. If you go into that description as well, there'll be details. It's basically an Oscar predictions video. Email it through to us once you receive that, got it on the system. You guys will win a £15 voucher if you're the winner on the night of those predictions. So have a quick read of that down below. But yes, we're here talking the Mauritanian. I'm going to ask you guys, just in case you are new, in case you've already seen this film and you're looking for other people's opinions on it, do comment below your thoughts on this film, or if you've not heard of it, you don't have a clue what it's about. Obviously, I'm going to go into some of that right now for you all. But of course, as we always say, if you do like this video, if you like what we do, then the best way to find out is obviously to like our videos. That does help. There's an algorithm speak. Hit that subscribe button, and of course do comment. We reply to all comments on these videos as well. This is of course pre-recorded, so we won't be able to reply to anything on the live stream, so do that. But yes, the Mauritanian. So I knew next to nothing about this one leading into it. I knew this was an Oscar favourite, and I knew that everyone was talking about Jodie Foster's performance first and foremost. And we're going to get to that very shortly. However, of course, going to mention Kevin Macdonald is the director for this film, and the plot of this it's quite a simple one. In absolute truth, it's an adaptation of a famous book called the Guantanamo Diaries. It was written by, I have to name it, Mohamedou Salahi, who was somebody that was detained and arrested after 9/11. And basically went 19 years without getting charged and finding out why. And this one goes into some of that stuff. So this is a real life adaptation. Benedict Cumberbatch produced this. He also stars in this. I'll get into the cast very shortly. However, I wanted to immediately talk about the plot for this one because this is very, I'm not going to say very different. It's a solid Oscar film, in absolute truth, straight away. It's a drama that gives you a new perspective on these kind of events. So many of these films across so many years are all, oh, he must be a terrorist. We must expose him. And we're going to do this great drama about how not to say we, I'm not American, but a lot of the time it's very much how the Americans, we saved the day. We took out the terrorists. We did this and that. This one does a really good thing at exposing some of that. Straight away from the opening scene, you kind of sympathize with this character. You can tell he's living a normal life and he's quite ambiguous, but the key thing with Mohamedou is the performance from Tahar Rahim, who I think should have been nominated for Best Actor at the Oscars straight away. He's the best thing in this film by a country mile. I've not seen him in anything else before. And I was surprised at how much talk is around Cumberbatch and Jodie Foster. Of course, they are the names that do help us out of the film, but Tahar Rahim should be a household name after this. His performance was incredible. He feels genuine. It's very much that multilingual one. When you see actors that can speak multiple languages in films, that tends to add something like a completely new dynamic. You're not treating the audience like fools. And I thought straight away the main reason I'm going to recommend this film is, of course, that performance from him. However, there's a very, very good supporting cast. As previously mentioned, Jodie Foster is one of the lead characters. She's great in this film. She plays the role of Nancy Hollander, who is essentially the defense lawyer that comes to his aid, and it sets up that dynamic where it's going to be she's betrayed her country, she's betrayed this and that, and she's quite fierce, and you don't see Jodie Foster in too much these days, and I thought she was amazing in this film. So it was great to see her back, and she's got very good chemistry. Also, the Shining Woodley, an actress I've not seen in many things. In absolute truth, I know that she's coming through more and more. I think she's been doing a TV show which has got a lot more steam. She's also great in this film, and of course, Benedict Cumberbatch is also in this film. Not a role I expected from him. He is very much an antagonist of the film. He's leading the case against Mohamedou, and the way they write the character, it's very simple. I mean, Cumberbatch is normally great in everything he's in. However, for this one, it feels very much by the numbers that he's producing this. So, did he also produce it to help star in it, give a small role? I don't know, but he was absolutely fine. So, I'm going to get it off the ground straight that the cast is absolutely solid. It's what you expect from a film that's getting these nominations. And they sell it. It's not their performances. The script is very tight that goes in hand with that. They're well written characters. You understand their personas. You understand the decisions they make. They don't treat the audience like fools. They very much explain. Here is what they do. This is what's happened previously to them, and immediately you can build a character from that. But they never go too extreme with either of these character creations, and there's a very fulfilling arc for each of these characters. So I did want to mention that straight away. However, the one major criticism I have of this film is it's quite unfortunate. It's more of a coincidence. The context of the film, very much that post 9/11 drama. We've seen it many times over Oscar seasons, certainly the last couple of years, and I'm going to draw an immediate comparison to The Report. If anybody saw that, starring Adam Driver, we actually have a review for that on our channel. There's scenes in this where it's very much prisoner interrogation based, and the best scenes in The Report, very average, even though it's one of my favorite actors, is when they're showing these torture scenes, because it shows this side that they're trying to hide from the world. It's very, very similar to that, and of course they're going to be similar subjects they would cross-reference, but it can be quite distracting that it feels like you're watching that film transitioned into this. So the opening 2/3 were really solid for me, but the final third felt very paint by the numbers. And a lot of it was down to the drama I've seen in The Report. And the problem with some dramas like this is that they never build tension. When you know they're based off real life, when you know it's something as sort of, I'd even say this is recent history, this is current history, actually, in absolute truth. It's really hard sometimes to get that invested in it, because you know what's going to happen at the end. You know exactly who's going to do what character's going to make this decision, who's going to come out as the hero afterwards, who's going to be the character that strives for these changes to get things right because morally it's right. And this film does suffer very much under that sort of courthouse drama aesthetic. Granted, there's not much of a courthouse drama in this film. It just feels like it's heading to that route, and then it just had a sudden abrupt end. And that's something I would criticize, is that it's very abrupt. I think there was more they could have shown. However, from what we did see, I thought it was a very solid film. And kind of going again, it's a shame that this one wasn't nominated for further Oscars. And off the back of that, sort of giving my final thoughts again, this has been a very short review, very different review. I'm going to tell everyone to recommend this film. This is coming on Amazon Thursday, April 1st here in the UK. Do check it out, because it is up for 5 BAFTA still. It might be for 0 Oscars, but this might be a film where on the Oscar night I sit there thinking, saying, how did some of these people not end up in the show? How did some of these people not get nominated? So I'm very excited to catch up with some of the other Oscar films to find out. But overall, this is a solid film. It's probably one of those films I'll watch once and wouldn't come back to, just because there are so many films like it. That being said, that's not a criticism of the film. I just think it was very solid, average for Oscar standards, but a very good film nonetheless. So I do recommend this film for you all to check out. And very quickly, I'm trying to get these reviews into 10 minutes now for the solo ones, I'm going to round off with our social media. If you like this review, if you think this is a bit too quick, obviously do comment and let us know that. We're still adapting to these Oscar films, so of course there's going to be many more coming your way. And as we've said, the best way to find out when we're doing those Oscar videos is hitting us up on our socials, which is Facebook Cinema Savvy, Twitter @cinema_savvy, letterboxd.com/cinemasavvy, and we have links below to the TeePublic store and also our Oscar predictions giveaway. In the meantime, of course, if you like this video, do you like it, do comment, do subscribe, let me know your thoughts on the Mauritanian. It's a very different film to what a lot of people would have seen. It's a film I think some people wouldn't be comfortable watching, but I don't think it's that hard. It's a very sympathetic character piece, and it's one that's really fascinating because we're seeing a new side to things. So I'm going to round off with that. I hope you enjoyed this short review, and I'll be there to see you at the next one. Thanks for watching.